unexplained aerial objects throughout history. Some were undoubtedly astronomical in nature. These may include comets, bright meteors, one or more of the 5 planets that can be readily seen with the naked eye, planetary conjunctions, or atmospheric optical phenomena such as parhelia and lenticular clouds. An example is Halley's Comet, which was recorded first by Chinese astronomers in 240 BC and possibly as early as 467 BC. Such sightings throughout history often were treated as supernatural portents, angels, or other religious omens. Some current-day UFO researchers have noticed similarities between some religious symbols in medieval paintings and UFO reports, though the canonical and symbolic character of such images is documented by art historians placing more conventional religious interpretations on such images. Julius Subsequens was to have lived in the middle of the 4th century AD. The only work associated with his name is the Liber de Prodigiis, Book of Prodigies, completely extracted from an epitome, or abridgment, written by Livy. De Prodigiis was constructed as an account of the wonders and portents that occurred in Rome between 249 and 12 BCE. An aspect of Subsequens' work that has inspired much interest in some circles is that references are made to things moving through the sky. These have been interpreted as reports of UFOs, but may just as well describe meteors, and, since Subsequens, probably, writes in the 4th century, that is, some 400 years after the events he describes, they hardly qualify as eyewitness accounts. On April 14, 5 residents of Nuremberg described the appearance of a large black triangular object. According to witnesses, there were also hundreds of spheres, cylinders and other odd-shaped objects that moved erratically overhead. The 1566 celestial phenomenon over Basel was a series of mass sightings of celestial phenomena above Basel, Switzerland. Celestial phenomena were said to have fought together in the form of numerous red and black balls in the sky. In the 15th and 16th centuries, many leaflets wrote of miracles and sky spectacles. On January 25, 1878, the Denison Daily News printed an article in which John Martin, a local farmer, had reported seeing a large, dark, circular object resembling a balloon flying at wonderful speed. Martin, according to the newspaper account, said it appeared to be about the size of a saucer, one of the first uses of the word saucer in association with a UFO. In April 1890, people reported seeing airships in various parts of the United States. Many signed affidavits. Scores of people even reported talking to the pilots. Thomas Edison was asked his opinion, and said, "You can take it from me that it is a pure fake." On February 28, 1904, there was a sighting by 3 crew members on the USS Supply 300 miles, 483 kilometers, west of San Francisco, reported by Lieutenant Frank Schofield, later to become Commander-in-Chief of the Pacific Battle Fleet. Schofield wrote of 3 bright red meteors, one egg-shaped and the other 2 round, that approached beneath the cloud layer, then soared above the clouds, departing after 2 to 3 minutes. The largest had an apparent size of about 6 suns, he said. The 3 earliest known pilot UFO sightings, of 1,305 similar sightings catalogued by NARCAP, took place in 1916 and 1926. On January 31, 1916, a UK pilot near Rochford reported a row of lights, resembling lighted windows on a railway carriage, that rose and disappeared. In January 1926, a pilot reported 6 flying manhole covers between Wichita, Kansas, and Colorado Springs, Colorado. In late September 1926, an airmail pilot over Nevada said he had been forced to land by a huge, wingless, cylindrical object. On August 5, while traveling in the Humboldt Mountains of Tibet's Kokana region, Russian explorer Nicholas Roerich reported that members of his expedition saw something big and shiny reflecting the sun, like a huge oval moving at great speed. Crossing our camp, the thing changed in its direction from south to southwest. And we saw how it disappeared in the intense blue sky. We even had time to take our field glasses and saw quite distinctly an oval form with shiny surface, one side of which was brilliant from the sun. 39. Another description by Roerich was of a shiny body flying from north to south. Field glasses are at hand. It is a huge body. One side glows in the sun. It is oval in shape. Then it somehow turns in another direction and disappears in the southwest. In the Pacific and European theaters during World War II, Foo Fighters, metallic spheres, balls of light and other shapes that followed aircraft, were reported and on occasion photographed by Allied and Axis pilots. Some proposed Allied explanations at the time included St. Elmo's fire, the planet Venus, hallucinations from oxygen deprivation, or German secret weapons. In 1946, more than 2,000 reports were collected, primarily by the Swedish military, of unidentified aerial objects over the Scandinavian nations, along with isolated reports from France, Portugal, Italy, and Greece. The objects were referred to as Russian hail, and later as ghost rockets, because it was thought the mysterious objects were possibly Russian tests of captured German V-1 or V-2 rockets. Although most were thought to be such natural phenomena as meteors, more than 200 were tracked on radar by the Swedish military and deemed to be real physical objects. In a 1948 top-secret document, Swedish authorities advised the USAF Europe that some of their investigators believed these craft to be extraterrestrial in origin.